chocolate cake. Maybe I could go downstairs and have a little look at it. Along the passage, careful not to tread on the creaky floorboard, down the stairs, into the kitchen, open the cupboard. What is that book? You're going to take it out. I remembered and remembered and remembered. 48 years ago, at school, I look out the window. There's a book, so playtime. We all went onto the playground. I rushed to pick up the book and I thought, what's in it? Death notice. Whoever's name is written in this note will die. He said, right, who wants to go? So Trevor said, yeah, me. I wrote Trevor's name. At that, Trevor just fell over and died. Oh no, surely not. I'm in really big trouble. Suddenly, the going in bell went, boing, boing. There we all were, sitting in our rows, behind our desks, breathing very, very quietly. Our teacher, Miss Goodall, said there was an inspector coming in. She said he was going to inspect us, and we were all to help her by answering all the questions that he asked us. I had hoped that it wouldn't be necessary for me to kill Roger, but Roger was watching when Trevor died. I wrote Roger's name, kaboom. Melanie said, I saw that. I wrote Melanie's name, kaboom. I figured out what you had to do was write a name under the desk lid when she wasn't looking. Do you know, at the beginning of the day, there were 48 kids in my class. At the end, there were only 5 of them left. Yeah, do you know, at the end of the day, you'd be stepping over kids just to get out the room. Later that day, the inspector came in. He had a big butt, and he said, what do they eat in Holland? And I didn't put my hand up in case I said tins full of screws. But Sheila McLean said cheese. And he said, what do they grow in Holland? And I didn't put my hand up for that one either. But Margot Vane said tulips. And then he asked, who is the kilo of Trevor? And I didn't put my hand up in case I said me. There was silence. No one knew. It was then I noticed the inspector's badge. It said, Inspector. Cool guy. I wrote his name, and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down. He spits a potato all over it. He turns to us and he goes, watch out, everyone. Kaboom! Miss Goodall looked awful. I was delighted. The inspector was dead. And everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. And then we went home. I come home and there's no one in. There are no lights on. Then, suddenly, it appeared on its own, right in the middle of the room. A terrifying creature called the Death Goddess. Yes, what do you want? An apple. My name is Michael Rosen. Nice. My name is Wally Tellybrains, and I dropped a book at school so you could kill stupid people with hard hot hacks. I killed over 40 people. I was watching. I had never seen anything quite so exciting. You were doing really well. Yeah, I'll come off at you lot. I'm not that good at it. But I think it's really bad news. Haribo's granddad is breathing. And I like murderers and mad dog stuff. I'll tell you what I do. When I open the door, I shove it really hard and fast so you'll get it right on the nose. Just used in a book. Okay, don't worry about it. Next day, my friend Haribo came to school crying and he said his granddad just fell over and died. Dave said, my hamster died as well, so he didn't know what to say. Then I said, how did he die? And he said, he was murdered by the kilo of Trevor. He was a nice hamster. And then he started crying. And Haribo said, mind you, my gran was nice too. He was a stupid man, Haribo's granddad. He had a shed full of beer, but I wanted to drink the lot, and they wouldn't let me. I became the card attack king. That's why I don't go to school. Could be trouble. I'm gonna hide it. Wally Tellybrains. What do you want? This book's really dangerous, you know. And I don't want to. It was then I got everything to do with the book. That was 40 years ago. Now I found the book, and then suddenly I remembered everything once again. Wonderful. I think I'm gonna call my friend Richard. He's brilliant. He can pack anything. He's a packer, you know. Hello, Richard. I figured out I was the card attack king 40 years ago. I want your help. What you had to do is hack security cameras and telly screens all over London so I can see everybody and tell them what to do to survive. Yeah. We'll go to the warehouse in Hackney and I can show you how I kill people. Next day we turned up to the warehouse. Richard came in, he had a moustache and he fiddled with the laptop. Fiddle diddle, riddle diddle. There, you're on the air. Hello, I'm talking. I want complete quiet. It isn't absolutely necessary for your watch to play us London's Burning just now, is it? Right, now I had hoped that it wouldn't be necessary for me to tell you, yes, you as well. I saw that, Mark, I saw that, anymore, and if it's dead. I had hoped that it wouldn't be necessary for me to tell you how to behave. Yes, it is because you're stupid. Let's remind ourselves of a few things, shall we? Even as I speak. Would you believe it? I can see that Fan has opened her can of drink. I don't believe it, I really don't. Do we have lunch? When I'm talking, no we don't, no we don't, no it, but Fan, you've already begun yours. Now, perhaps I thought I won't have to tell you about what to do, but then I remembered Haribo's granddad, who decided they wouldn't let me drink the shed full of beer. Now, of course you're not listening, are you, Lydia? But then of course you didn't listen last time, did you? And then you wondered why you fell over and died. Keel over and die. When I kill people, do we run about the corridor? Do we run around screaming? No we don't, no we don't, no we... Thank you, Mervyn. That's enough. We're all glad you've got kids, Mervyn, but what's it got to do with me? Precisely nothing. I'm very sorry, Mervyn, but nobody at all wants to know about your kids, Mervyn. Now, when you're ready, when you're quiet, we'll all go. That doesn't mean leaping up in the air, does it? Mervyn, if I hear about your kids, if I hear about any of it once more, I shall give them card attacks. Yes, Richard, what do you want? Richard said, stop right there. So you could kill people with a book. And he peeled off the moustache. It was then I noticed, this isn't Richard, this is Inspector. Cool guy. Oh no, this is horrible. And he took this gun out of his pocket and he put it very carefully between my eyes on the bridge of my nose. And he said, give me the book. So I give him the book. Then I said, how come you're not dead? And he said, fair enough, and I'll tell you, it's because my name is actually Charlemagne, and when I was 5, I was in a orphanage, the trains detectives. But I got a secret weapon ready. It's a page in my book, in my watch. But they never thought to look in my watch, did they? I started to write Charlemagne, but then I got shot. I was down on the ground on my back. Haribo was in front of me and I saw him with a gun in his hand. My reign as the card attack king was over. I was beaten by the inspector. There weren't going to be any more card attacks. There weren't going to be any more dead people. Haribo said, I don't suppose you'll kill anyone again, will you? I don't suppose I will.